What do we have here? We got the American Blade Works Model 1.
American Blade
I
Works.
saw these guys, or the guy, I think it's just a guy, really. His wife seems like she helps, run the show. I think it's just one dude, though, American Blade Works. I saw them at a Blade Show, talked to him, very nice guy. Seems like he really cares a lot about his product, about his knives. The shop, his little shop, is in North Carolina. I would like to visit it someday and check out what he's got going on. This is the Model 1 titanium. I think they have it in like a liner lock version 2, or at least they have it with a G10 side scale. I saw that. It might still be a tie frame lock. I'm not sure. Have to check into that. This guy's got pretty good action for a washer knife. It's not a bearing knife, so they do washers. Pocket clip is nice and tall. The lockup on this guy is a little heavy, probably 90%. And then also it has a little issue with little detent lash on this guy. And the other issue this one's having, which to their credit, the guy said, just send it in. I'm going to fix it. No problem. It's got a little ding in the blade right here, and that's because it's hitting the backspacer right near the end of the backspacer. So that sucks. A lot of knives have that issue, especially Tucson's, man. So many Tucson's have the blade strike issue. Man, people have to be just a little more careful when they're getting their dimensions on their knives right, so that even if there's, so if everything doesn't work perfectly and you have a little bit more movement than you want, then it doesn't hit. You need to have extra space, basically. So that's just a little warning to all the makers out there. Don't make your tolerances so tight that your blade is almost hitting the backspacer as it's supposed to be, because then eventually you're going to have some that do, and it just sucks. But other than that, I love the slightly contoured frames. Nice thick titanium. I could have milled them out a little bit, did he? Let's see. I don't think he did. Oh, no, I take it back. They're milled out. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it feels too light to not be milled out, because it's not a light knife, but it's not a super heavy one either. It's medium. Yeah, they're milled out up on this part and this part. The texture on these, the milling texture is really sweet. Nice, right? The pivot is D-shaped, or whatever you want to call that shape, so that it can't turn. That's really nice. Flipper tab is really well done. Yeah, really nice sound. Nice closing. But yeah, closes a little bit too far and can hit that backspacer. I wonder why we're so close with this relief cut right here to the edge. I think it's in part because we're contoured. So we have a contoured scales, or contoured frame. And so this cut, this is the thinnest point for this cut. As the scale kind of goes up and over, there's going to be more metal left from that cut further in. But still, it seems a little thin. And it doesn't feel weak. Yeah, when you press over that lock bar, it feels okay. It doesn't feel like it's weak or anything. It's got your usual lock insert right here. 2 screws holding that. It'd be nice if those were, you know what? I'm not going to say anything bad about those, because those are nice big screws that you can get a hold of and get out of there with no issues. What is it? Is it a 6 or an 8? I think it's a 6. Yeah, I think it's a T6 screws, but they're nice big screws. Looks like they'll hold pretty well. I feel like the pivot is bigger. It's like a T10, something like that. Pretty neat. Ergo's really good on this guy. Jimping on the blade there is perfect. Choil, little sharpening choil is perfect. Really nicely made knife. Just has a couple of little issues. And like I said, I'm sending this guy right in so that they're going to get these issues figured out. And then the owner is going to get it back. I was going to sharpen this out for the owner, and then I kind of discovered that it was hitting the backspacer, and that was what the ding on the blade is actually from. So that's when we started getting a hold of the dude at ABW and got told we can just send it in and he'll fix it up. So that is good service, man. No questions. And he's the second owner, so he didn't even require it to be the first owner sending it in for repair, you know, because it was a manufacturer defect. ABW Model 1. Maybe I'll get it back at some point after it gets repaired, and we'll see how their repairs went. All right. Have a nice day.